It's smiling at me. It's smiling at me. Smiling at me. So we got the movie Smile. Is this movie worth going in Dolby? Honestly, yes. The sounds alone make the Dolby worth going. Honestly, because Dolby is obviously, better sound, clearer sound, and crisper screams. But the Dolby accompanied with this scary movie. I also put jump scares of the tension because yeah, kind of a jump scare when it's coming, but when you see this in Dolby, it's really amazing. Like feel it, especially in the seat. It's like, whoa, it just adds a little bit of extra humph to the movie when you actually see it. It's also not generic like most are. So a lot of people were thinking into this like it's gonna be another like Blumhouse's like Truth or Dare, and it does use a little bit aspects of that movie, but I feel like it took those aspects that made it good. The Blumhouse's Truth or Dare, which say what you like about that movie, I did like that movie for what it was. I mean, Lucy Hale was in it and she is gorgeous, and that movie came out at a weird time when I was alive. So Smile is a psychological horror scary movie, and it's a perfect great movie to start the scary Halloween October season off. Sochi Bacon plays as Rose. I'm sorry if I'm not getting that name right. She is a psychiatric therapy hospital who encounters a young girl, Laura, and Laura thinks, of course, when she sees her, some of you seen this in the trailer, she's like, it's smiling at me, thinks that something is smiling at her. It could be a friend, it could be a stranger, and ultimately she dies right in front of her, and that's where the movie picks up. And I just want to touch up it a little bit. Going to see this movie in Dolby, I did like the great use of the Dolby sounds, especially this movie is definitely preferred way to see it because I jumped out of my seat a few times. Like, it was a packed theater, and I was just like, whoa, it was amazing to see this with a packed theater. And like, when I say it wasn't really generic, the whole theater felt really good about it. Like, when you go see a scary movie in the prime of October, yes, when you see this, it's probably the 1st of October. When I saw it was a Thursday. Being around people, it's like, everyone's just like, oh my gosh, like, it's so cool to see this, especially in Dolby. I just want to reiterate, there is level of normal when you go see a normal movie, and then there's Dolby, and Dolby really add a little bit of oomph to this role. The crowd was also engaged, laughing. You could see some people in their seat like, oh my gosh, but we're gonna talk about the movie. So after that incident, she starts thinking things, she starts seeing things, she's obsessing over it, she can't get it out of her head. She starts like seeing like, oh, she's there, and it pops and it's scary. Like, she's going down this rabbit hole, like, I can't believe what I'm doing. She has a husband named Trevor, played by Jesse T. Usher, who is in the beginning with her, but then ultimately he's like, I don't know about this. He doesn't believe in like evil entities or demonic stuff. He just doesn't believe her, and you see that relationship progress throughout the movie as this experience have changed her for the worse or the better. One of the cops in the beginning that you see, Joel, played by Kyle Gallner, I'm sorry if I'm not getting that name right. In the beginning of the movie, it seems like the first scene that they actually have chemistry, and then we find out later that he's her ex, but he actually sticks around towards the movie, and I love how he's like the cop, and that's her ex, because it just adds a little bit of tension dynamic between the characters of like this triple threat. We got the husband or her fiance, we got Rose, which is the main lead, and Joel, which is the character that I thought he was only going to be in the movie like 20 minutes, but he actually shows up, and I don't want to say anything because ruin it for you because it's a short, simple, sweet, fun movie, but he actually sticks around. So the premise is this: when she starts hearing things, I don't want to ruin too much because this is a movie worth going to, like especially in Adobe Theater, but the premise is if someone's smiling at you, it could be a stranger, a dead relative, someone that you know, like really close by. If someone's smiling at you like this, and it's a weird smile, like they don't smile with their eyes, let me make it clear, that's what I did in the beginning, so it's like this. Something like that. They don't use their eyes to smile. They just do like, it took what Truth or Dare. I mean, I like Truth or Dare, but remember Truth or Dare when they smiled, they're like, Truth or Dare. That was more generic CGI. Like, that was a lot of like processing edits to it. Like, they used a lot of computer for that. But I feel like for this, it was more natural. Like, especially when the girl, she's like that. It's just, oh my gosh, dude. And you have less than a week to live, and she's with the cops. She's trying to figure out, like, is it gonna happen to me? Further implications from it, like what's going to happen. And I don't want to ruin it to you, but a lot of people think this is just gonna be some generic throwaway movie, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's definitely not. It's not a generic type of movie. I really don't want to like describe it to you, but if you really like the trailers and this review, then you would definitely love to see this in Dolby, and it's a great movie to start and kick off the scary Halloween October season off. Definitely worth it if you go with a crowd. I'm gonna give this movie a C+. If you made it this far, I just want to say I appreciate you so much. Maybe consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications so you never miss a video. Stick around till the next week because we have more movies. Take care.